If you've been wondering how to extrude in Tinkercad, the first thing to know is that Tinkercad does not have a traditional extrude tool like you might find in Fusion 360 or other advanced CAD software. But don't worry, because you can still create the same effect using a few simple tricks inside Tinkercad. In this video, I'll show you the easiest ways to make shapes taller, build up custom forms, and create that extruded look step by step. If this tutorial helps you out, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more Tinkercad tips and easy 3D design guides. Now, let's jump right in. First, open your Tinkercad design or start a new project. The simplest way to mimic extrusion is by resizing a shape vertically. Click on any basic shape in your workspace, and you'll see white handles appear around it. To increase the height, grab the top white handle and drag it upward. As you do that, the object becomes taller along the Z-axis, which gives you that extruded effect. This is the fastest method if you just want to make a block, cylinder, or custom part taller without needing anything complicated. A helpful tip here is to keep an eye on the dimensions shown as you drag. That way you can make your object exactly the height you want. If you need a more precise value, you can also type the measurement directly into the size box after selecting the shape. This gives you much better control, especially if you're designing parts that need to fit together. Now, if you want to create a more complex extrusion, use the Workplane method. This is one of the best Tinkercad tricks for building shapes on top of other shapes. To start, press W on your keyboard or select the Workplane tool from the upper right area. Then click on the top surface of the object you want to build on. You'll notice that the grid moves to that surface, which means you can now place new shapes directly on top of it. Once the workplane is set, drag a new shape onto that surface. This lets you stack forms and build upward in a way that feels very close to extruding. For example, if you have a base block and want to add a raised section, you can place another shape exactly where you need it. After that, adjust the size and position until it matches your design. This is especially useful for letters, layered parts, and custom 3D models. When you're happy with the shape, select both objects and group them using Ctrl+G on Windows or Command+G on Mac. Grouping combines the shapes into one solid object, which makes the design look like a single extruded piece. If your model uses holes or cutouts, grouping is also how you finalize those details. So for many designs, this is the step that turns separate parts into a finished 3D model. Another easy method is using the Scribble tool. If you draw your own custom outline with Scribble and click Done, Tinkercad automatically turns that sketch into a 3D object. In other words, your drawing is already extruded into a solid shape. From there, you can still adjust the height by dragging the top handle, just like with any other object. This is great if you want a more freeform or custom look without starting from a basic shape. So remember, while Tinkercad doesn't have a direct extrude button, you can still achieve the same result by stretching shapes upward, using the Workplane tool, and grouping objects together. Those three methods will cover most of what you need for simple and even moderately advanced designs. If this video helped you understand how to extrude in Tinkercad, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who is learning 3D design. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.